Be in effect.
Premieres at Bel Air Cinema, June 24th. Tickets on sale now. You can go on Eventbrite, search Chedda Boy Films, Chedda Boy the movie premiere. They're $40. So I look forward to having a great turnout, great event. Have some stars come out, participate, take pictures, give the public something positive. It's all about doing something positive at this point in life. I've done enough negative, put a lot of negative in the air and energy in the community. So right now I'm trying to do something positive. The movie is based about choices and decision making. So how I look at it, if I give people some tools about making better choices and decisions, maybe I can lead some people to make better decisions so they can have a better life for themselves where they won't end up in jail or in a grave or something of that nature. So that's what I'm on. I have a movie that's out already. It's called One More Flip. Dope project. Been streaming, went viral quite a few times.
Okay.
Stars me.
Streaming, where at?
It's streaming on Amazon and Tubi right now. So it stars me, Mina Monroe, Sada Baby, Payroll, guy named Chris Collins, Elizabeth Fox, Tanya. Can't think of Tanya's last name, but Tanya's in the movie.
Okay.
Tristan. I can't think of Tristan's last name.
I know Tristan. Fazekas. That's one of my homies.
Fazekas, yeah.
That's one of my homies. You can't forget that, Fazekas.
Diesel, Trick's brother. It was a dope cast. A lot of people came out. They said we did better. We sold out the Imagine and Royal Oak, like every theater. So
congratulations.
They said we did better than Avengers. So that was a little dope thing. So we just trying to keep it going. As a filmmaker, film producer, I'm trying to tell urban stories from our point of view. I've been blessed where I'm in a position to tell the story how I want to tell it, or the director how I want to tell it.
I think that's why it's so much. Even though I know I've talked to a lot of people, they're like, no, call them independent films, not Detroit films. But it is a genre of independent films from Detroit that are gaining international attention right now.
That is correct.
As I think the stories being told kind of match more of like what you said, like from a perspective how we tell it. Not necessarily saying the Hollywood stories aren't of a black experience, but it'll sometimes be some stuff that happens in a Hollywood movie where you like, I don't know if
I think they'd be like a little watered down because in business, the person who puts up the money normally has the last say so.
Yeah.
So the person in these urban projects that has the last say so is the culture, the people of the culture that are putting up the money. Like me as myself. Like, so I'm able to say, I'm from that environment. I'm from the hood. I've sold drugs. I've been a part of shootouts. I've been a part of all different negative things. And I've seen people got shot. I have friends that's been killed. So I kind of can tell the story from a real life, realistic, like this really happened point of view. And by being independent and doing it all myself, I'm able to look at the analytics where I can see it's people in South Africa watching this movie. There's people in the UK. It's people in Germany. It's people in Canada. It's people all over the world that's tuning in that like what we're doing. So I definitely don't say I'm a Detroit filmmaker because I make film for the world. I get a lot of people from all over that comes to me and comment from every state in America and different countries that
are connecting with your work.
That like what we're doing.
So in filmmaking, just from the filmmakers I know, like you wear a lot of hats in filmmaking.
Yeah, for sure.
Because first off, you need the film itself. So you need a project that can be written. Then after a project is written for most people, just so that you all know the arc of this, because my sister's into it and other people I know, after it's written comes to, okay, now someone needs to produce this. The executive producer steps in, usually puts down money, but then you need other producers to step in and like logistically bring to life whatever this is. You can't just say, walk in a bar That's what you see on the script, and then the person walks in the bar. You got to coordinate what bar to get, when you can get the bar,
How long you gonna need the bar?
how long you gonna need the bar. The camera team, the camera people got to go in there and say, okay, well, if we gonna use this bar, we gonna need this type of lighting and this type of sound gaffing, and we gonna need draping and what's they call that, like the pipe and draping the block this side of the window. Like, it becomes so much more deep than just, like a lot of people say, hey, you can just pull out a camera phone and start. No, it's so much more deep than that.
It's a lot more work that goes into it. But
So with it, and wearing all these hats, and then casting, then also directing, then after it's directed, it must be edited.
yes,
And then if you have music in it, you definitely got to clear all the music and then the sound. And then, okay, also, this is another thing in movie that most people don't know. The sound is like 2 levels of sound in movies. So like if I break some glass in the movie, that's recorded there, but then you have another sound tech to come in with the sound effect for the glass breaking, which is all
Sound
of these
design.
steps in the process. How do you project manage? Like, how did you take on like project managing all these different groups of folks coming together, all focused on like one mission?
it's a team effort. Like, I won't never say it's all me. Like, I have a team. Shout out Ronnie Kirk. Shout out Jeff Brown. Shout out Stan. Shout out Todd. Everybody. It's so many people worked on One More Flip. It's a whole new, not a total new batch on Chedda Boys, but I have like 6 films done right now. And I'm shooting one. I'm casting for one in a few weeks. So we're just staying busy, but it's not just me. Like, I'm not saying I'm Superman and I can do all of this. No, it's a team. There's no I in team. Everybody's putting forth their best effort. We're always looking to hire great workers who are willing to come in and work with us, because right now we don't have the budgets to make blockbuster Hollywood pictures, but I think we're very competitive with the pictures we're making.
Yeah.
And I think we're making a mark where Hollywood is going to take notice of filmmakers in Detroit, because if you look at Tubi is like a $1 billion company.
Yeah.
And there's supported by a lot of urban
Independent filmmakers. So, but even getting into this, because when you're the filmmaker, a lot of that EP, it's like you're kind of also the person shaping to life either with your own money or getting investment to the project. What is the dance? And then also, I mean, as much as money is an asset, time is an asset too. So it's like, I assume you're
I haven't been able to. I haven't had any investors on any of the projects.
All of this has been independent from you.
Yeah, I've been. I mean, I have other businesses that I've been successful in. Like, I own physical therapy clinics that I've been successful in. So I've made money in physical therapy that allowed me to pursue,
invest in this,
to pursue my dreams and do something different. As for other filmmakers, I don't know, but I can honestly tell you now that I have a film out, I've gotten several offers, several people trying to give me hundreds of thousands to produce projects and do projects. So,
so if it's out of your own pocket, that even makes it more of a. You definitely are in that chair where you're making decisions on teaming, staffing, what this is going to look like. Paying the cost to be the boss, as they say, as another James Brown song. That's an interesting position.
I'm in all the decision making. So everything that pretty much goes on sets, from people's staff's pays to marketing the films to, I'm there. I know about it like the back of my hand, but I mean, I also have people who. So
you empower the team to make the decision, but you're still present as the decisions are being made.
Yeah, that's for sure. 100% for sure.
Okay. And so how are you balancing just the life of Mr. Ried and family and the other business? Like, how do you do the balance of that?
My family life is probably not where I want it to be 1,000% honest. I mean, we just work it out as a team because, like, when you're trying to build something, you got to put a lot of hours in it. So I'm trying to build a great company. So I put a lot of time into it. I believe you get out what you put in. That's what I teach my kids, like, no matter what it is. I'm blessed. I'm not married, but I have a girlfriend. So she's probably not happy with the long hours on set some days, you know. My kids are not probably always happy, but my kids have been to set.
How do they respond to being present and seeing their dad in that creative space?
Each kid is different, and the older kids, and like I'll say the older kids, when I probably was doing it at first before they was able to see the finished project, they probably like, man, you need to just go on and sit down and just keep doing
Get
this.
back in the studio and do the physical
No,
thing.
I'll be honest, like my kids are probably like my toughest critics. They probably wish I didn't do it, and then they were so young when we were popular from the street stuff and the rap stuff that they probably don't value it. But then when their friends, parents, or their friends like, oh, your dad's such and such, they like, dang, Dad, like you really are who.
I said, like, but legend, man.
to them, I'm just their dad. You know, like
yeah.
They don't really care about that. They ain't thinking about like their dad is a street legend, a rap legend. They more like
you go to the Piston game, you in the party and you on the jumbotron. They just looking at you like, Dad.
Yeah,
Can I get $100?
Yeah, they're different. So, but at the One More Flip premiere, they probably start respecting it a little more. Like they come on set, but coming on set seeing these cameras, they don't really know what's going on. So when they've seen the finished product, they're like, oh, that was good. Like, yeah, I'm proud of you. Like, I really like that. I enjoyed that. So that's a dope feeling because I know, like, my kids, they like probably the toughest critics. They brutally honest. They would just probably rather me just be a business owner and that's it.